Well, KasiConvocation, take it away.
Guys, did you know stokvels plays a key role in improving people's lives in townships? Hi everyone, my name is Chwanki, founder and managing director of KasiConvocation. KasiConvocation means people having a gathering in a region or place, thus forming a community of stokvel members, with the vision of bringing township people, businesses, SMEs, etc. into a space where they can relate on local issues and help rebuild township economy. Like many South Africans, I grew up in a township of Katlehong where stokvels meant everything in a household, and still is. I used to watch my late mother and her friends save up a lot of money for December occasions, mainly for essentials. But I also saw how stokvels could be doing so much more and be used to help communities in a much bigger and vital way. Unfortunately, my mom passed on before getting most out of stokvels. After a while of doing extensive research on stokvels, speaking with my late mom's friends and people who are involved about stokvels and the possibilities of new engagements, we have found that stokvels still operate in a traditional context and have not taken full advantage of digital disruption in order to improve succession planning of stokvel investors, build a zero-rated platform billing for consumers, and provide effective, simplified, affordable advertising. Prior to the problems mentioned, my late mom's friends and people who are involved in stokvels can now rest assured that they have come up with a stokvel community and marketplace platform that connects all stokvel consumers while improving overall economic contribution and shared value by de-risking stokvel segments and operation maximum returns, by giving members access to marketplace of stokvels, and with databases to store stokvels registrations vital information. Stokvels are a forever growing market. As long as population grows, so is our opportunity. In fact, township culture and economy is directly linked to stokvels as they drive a financial astute society and has been the best thing next to churches in terms of individuals' identity and brand. KasiConvocation is an expanding online directory of stokvels. What we do is we organize stokvels data by regions, then makes it universal accessible and strategically useful for easy accessibility of an extensive sorted database of stokvels for all parties involved and interested in stokvel activities. We are similar to Stokvel and Spoonman. However, we give consumers a platform to connect, share, and trade information about stokvels. And we also assist consumers and related parties with identification of leads or prospects whom to sell their next products and services to. These are the methods we are using to generate revenue for a business. We have a freemium model. Members' access to the platform will be free in exchange of their own data, which will be used to improve our market research purposes and share the data with third parties for a fee. Traffic attribution commissions means we get a commission out of all products and services rendered through our marketplace. Advertising, individuals, brands, SMEs, etc., looking to scale operations within township mass market will now be able to target all sorts of stokvels, memberships, offerings, etc., through advertisement for a fee. Enterprise licensing, organization, businesses, companies, etc., will now be able to use our platform's APIs on their own website as their own internal data for a fee. Based on the extensive research we did, surveys, interviews, and the articles we found on the internet about stokvels, it turns out there's a high demand of our services right now. And most importantly, they haven't taken full advantage of technology in order to simplify their overall engagement, transactions, and build themselves a marketplace of stokvels. And we have 150 members waiting for our beta vision. After high school, I wanted to study computer science. However, my family couldn't afford to send me to varsity. So as a substitute to formal education, I self-taught myself programming through YouTube and other learning materials. I've managed to build a platform up to 60% of web, And now it's at a stage where it's a little bit complex for me to finish it. I am here asking for a sponsorship consisting of 2 programmers and 3 laptops to work on releasing our first phase of pilot version. Come join us in building the foundation for a resilient economy and society. Come join us in empowering communities through stokvels. Thank you, guys.
I'm so sorry. I have to be strict. But I'm loving how we're putting process in place for stokvels. I really, really love that. But do you remember entrepreneurs, startups, you only have 5 minutes. When it hits 0, I have to be the ugly person and walk in and say, you're out of time. But we have 2 minutes for judges to ask them questions. There's a question over here.
Hi, Jackie. Thank you for the presentation. Just on your beta version, your first prototype,
Yes.
were you able to build in some verification method in your app?
No, okay.
I'm talking in terms of validating one's identity from who they are, given that you're going to make a business around human persons, but in a virtual form.
Yes, so far what we did, we conducted surveys and interviews. We talked with consumers, people around my township who were already doing stokvels. So we found that they are eager to use our platform. Just that so far, we're the ones who haven't delivered due to developing a platform takes a lot of resources which we don't have at the moment.
Okay, thank you. Then maybe a follow-up would just be on you to look into when you scale and you would have to access people you haven't made face-to-face. How would you validate that they actually do exist in person? All the best.
Okay, thanks.
Do you have another question? All good? Oh, question
Yeah,
over
I
here.
do. Thank you for your presentation. There's that saying that goes, if it's for free, as a consumer, you are the product, right? So I completely get the model. I actually quite like it, what you're doing. My question is this: 500K is gone like that. What happens after the ask of 500K? What is your ask after that? Where are you going? Give me the long-term vision.
Okay, so if we get the ask that we're asking, obviously we're going to develop the platform, then we're going to launch it probably early next year. So after that, we're going to ask probably for funding to scale to reach more people, to expand our services.
Fantastic. And that is time. Thank you so much. All of the very best with your venture.